What is up, you bushy boys and girls? Back at it again with another dang bushy fitness vid. Today we're going to talk about sports and how they can benefit you, specifically for losing them pounds, losing weight. Now, people mainly play sports when they're, younger, middle school, high school, whatever, at a fresh early age, because you are more athletic, you have more time to play those sports. Let's say you're an adult, you pretty much just work, you're starting to get into fitness, but you still want to play sports and have that competitive edge like you used to have some fun. Because exercise is not just about losing weight, you also want to enjoy it. And that is why I love bodybuilding, because there is always something to work on, get better at. The constant improvement is something that I look forward to. Before we get started, don't forget to follow the dang TikTok, Instagram. This is my first, at least long form. I've had a short form with my new phone, the iPhone 17. Yeah, flex on them. So you guys are gonna get better quality, hopefully, with the dang camera. Editing on the laptop, yeah, I'm so excited for all of that. But anyways, let's get into some dang sports that you could play no matter what age, and these will help you lose weight, kind of act as cardio while you're still having fun. The first sport I'm going to mention is boxing, and yeah, just try to throw a bunch of punches at, air or bag, whatever, for even a minute. You will be gassed. Yeah, boxers are notorious for their amazing cardiovascular ability. It is not something to sleep on. It looks a lot easier than it actually is. And you don't gotta fight anybody. You could just take a class or on your own, whatever, learn some dang combos. The next sport is soccer. This is one of the two I played besides football in high school, and then college I played football. But that is because soccer is a lot of running, and I was about a consistent 150 pounds, even as an upperclassman, especially when it hit spring, which is when we played soccer. Yeah, I would run 5, 6, even 7, possibly 8 miles in a game. Yeah, it is a lot of work, and you better not be shy to use those legs. Basketball is another sport where you are more active than you think. Try running, it's called suicides or gassers, up and down the court. Yeah, very hard, especially professional basketball players. They have to be very conditioned, and especially, being bigger bodies, yeah, a lot harder to move. Professionals in any sport, which is why I love watching sports. Even at the college level, they make things look so easy. Like if an average bush tried, shooting a three-pointer, like an NBA 3, they would be pretty disappointed. They shot 10 or just a few. Yeah, it is further than it looks. But again, you can go to the YMCA, just play pickup basketball. Just have fun with it. Go outside when it gets nice out. Yeah, it's definitely one I'm going to be participating in this some year. Swimming, I used to have Swimming, yeah, I used to have a swum. That is the proper grammar, yeah, but it is your whole body movement, your arms, your legs, depending on what kind of movement or style you do. I forgot specifically what they're called, type of swim, but yeah. Another one you should not be sleeping on, like boxing. You will get tired very quickly if you are not conditioned. I'll combine these three, just any kind of racket sport. Tennis, pickleball, squash, where you're moving back and forth, really doing aggressive movements with your arm, trying to return the dang ball to the other bush. Yeah, it's another fun pickup game, especially YMCA, shout out my old gym. You could get in the room and play squash or something. I remember I've did that a few times, but preferred to shoot the old hoops, and then I just pretty much moved to weightlifting once things got busier. Next is climbing, like rock climbing. This one I wouldn't expect the average person just, go out and do. Try climbing up a dang wall with all of the different, attachments, rocks, whatever they're called. Very difficult. And then one I am really trying to get in for my cardiovascular activity is cycling or biking. When it gets nice out, I really want to whip out the old bike that I got a few weeks ago, I feel like now. But yeah, right now at Crunch at my gym, I'm just on the cardio bike, trying my best, putting the resistance way up. Instead of just pedaling really fast, I want to put it really high. It's kind of like weight training. Gotta find that happy medium of resistance and reps. Anyway, yeah, bodybuilding. I don't know if you want to count it, but you combine your weightlifting and your cardio. It is just a good all-around sport, especially as a natural, you know, excluding those drugs that honestly people get the misconception of that the top level pro bodybuilders once were natural too, and they had to build those frames up. So giving all the credit to steroids, juice, whatever you call it, isn't exactly the right thing to do. But yeah, there were a lot of cases of that going wrong. Now, that is not my expertise, but I encourage you bushes to stay natural because you will live longer, be healthier, and be your best average bush. These were just a few sports that you can honestly do whenever. I mean, if you were kind of niche, but you could just go outside, you know, play pickup like basketball, for example, and just have fun, burn calories without even thinking about it, without having to just walk on the treadmill. You know, people will get bored of that. And that is kind of the thing I'm addressing, trying to fix. Cardio should not be boring. It should be fun. It is important to get out, exercise, and do some sort of dang activity. Or, you know, if you're not the biggest fan of cardio, of course there's weightlifting, but it's not going to burn as many calories. Just being honest, but you want to go at that zone 2 moderate pace. If you have like a Fitbit on, try to aim for that 120 to 130 beats per minute. You know, once you're walking, getting going, you just want to check, make sure you're around that range, because then you could keep going on the treadmill without working way too hard. You know, if you want to lift weights and do cardio, if you want to do both, it is important to not gas yourself out doing the cardio. That's it for the video, you bushy boys and girls. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this dang camera quality. Oh my, I'm excited for that. Yeah, I know my last short looked pretty good. Anyways, follow the TikTok, Instagram if you haven't. Obviously, subscribe to the dang channel. We're just sitting a little bit below 6.9K. And honestly, I wouldn't be crazy mad if it just stayed there for a while. It is a nice number. Anyways, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. See you bitches later.